Hi everyone, how are you doing? It's Julia Gushna, nice to see you all. So today I decided to share my opinion and knowledge on a very interesting topic. It's a topic about regression and about past life. I know that many people nowadays don't believe in past lives and think that it's like not true or something like this. During my life, I've heard a lot of weird stories connected to this topic, that it's not true, that some people say that we die and that's all. Also, I see a lot of theories about the hypnose. So, is it really effective? So, is it true? And so today I decided to share my opinion and my knowledges as a person who has been spiritual practitioner for like 6 years, and as for me, I have already tried like I guess more than 7 hypnose, or it's called like regression or regress sessions. Regress session is a hypnose. It has many names like regress session, regression, hypnose, and so it's hypnose when you dive into your conscious or conscious and subconscious, I guess, and usually it's subconscious, I guess, and it's the process when you dive in your subconscious in order to dive and see your past lives. So yes, our life doesn't die after one life, and the only thing that die after one life is our physical body. So yes, of course, our physical body, like this, it will die after one life. It will be like destroyed in several times, but our soul, it's immortal. Of course, there are several ways how the soul also die, but usually the souls are almost immortal and they can live forever. So so how it's working? So you dive deeper in your subconscious in order to see your past lives. So why people usually do it? So why you need it? Sometimes some people do it for interest, but it's really hard process, hard practice. It takes a lot of efforts, energy. It's also quite expensive, I would say. So I would recommend you to do it when you feel that you are ready, or you have like not interest but a goal you want to achieve or something you want to see. So usually it might happen that some our events that or some actions that we did in our previous lives may affect our current life. For example, if you stole money in your previous life, in this life you may have like problems. You will lose money all the time. It will be like a robbery, or some people on the internet who will try to steal your money, and so you will lose money no matter what you are trying to do. And you might change your cards very often, and so I know that also people who did a lot of bad things in their past lives, in this life, may like pay a debt for this. So they have a lot of difficult event, I guess, in their current life. So it really affects, and sometimes some people may not have like relationship in this life. They have like this problem, and it's because in some of their past lives they have like problems with it. Or some women, for example, if many times I heard this story and I saw it once. I don't remember if it was on YouTube or on TV or something. So I saw the story about the woman. She, in this life, she cannot get pregnant. And in her past life, when she was doing like regressions, she saw that she many times saw how her kids were killed. So in these lives she decided like to not have kids. and I also saw many different stories like this, and I also have so many stories from my regressions, but I don't think it's like really important to share them all. So I can see that the reasons of our problems in these lives, yeah, of course sometimes it's our fault, but sometimes it's like the influence of our past lives, and I saw it many times in my life. For example, I had a period of my life when I had like problems with earning money, so I was like diving into my subconscious in order to see the problem, and then I saw it, and then I did the hypnose, and I saw what was the reason, and it also, when I worked on it, it also changed like my life, so I had no problems with this anymore. So it's like disappeared. So when you do hypnose or regressions or regress session, call it whatever you like, it's really important to choose the right guider. So I mean the person who will lead you during your hypnose session. Don't choose like any people that see, because you should know that all spiritual practices, all energy practices, you should do only with people who you trust. Never do such practices with people who you have never met, or even if you met them first time, you should see if you trust the person, what your intuition tells you or something. So because all these energy processes are really also might be dangerous, because when you dive in your subconscious, you can meet not only your past lives, but you see also like a lot of spirits, souls, and not all of them are really good. Some of them will try to harm you, and the person who will guide you should be like leading you, protecting you, supporting you, not like mentally or physically, but also energetically. So this person should have like really strong energy in order to be able to support you and lead you. It also should have a lot of skills and knowledges how to work with different situations. And so I had once an experience while I was doing regress session, and the person who I was working with, she said that she had to stop the regress session at some point, because she said that she had never such experience, so she need to figure out what to do this. So it was like really unexpected. So you should go in the regress session with people who you trust, who has experience, who has a high level of energy. They know what to do in different occasions, because when you in hypnose, you are like almost sleeping, let's call it like this. So your body is relaxed and your mind is relaxed. So for me, it was like really important to find a person who I can trust. So I usually pay a lot of attention to choosing the person who I do regress session. I had experience working with 3 different specialists, or not 3 specialists. It was 2 different specialists. I saw that my mom was working with another specialist. That's why I thought I had 3 different specialists. It was a woman, and my mother, she was like not really happy after working with her, because she was like putting you into hypnose and like didn't work with all the things you see. So it was like you see, and so that's all. Another person, she's really like talented, and she is one of the person who gave me a lot of lessons on my way, and helped me to find a lot of new information about the world around me. So when I was doing regress session with her, I like it, but yeah, so it was like really nice experience. And now I'm working with one specialist. I've been working with her for around, I guess, like half a year, and during this time I've tried like it was like 4 or 5 or more regress sessions. So regress session is also, as I told you, it's a practice that needs a lot of energy, efforts, so not only from the person who will guide you, but from you also. So what recommendations can I give to you? So if you prepare yourself for regression or hypnose, you should be like relaxing, especially the several hours before it, or if it's possible, the like day. If you are really nervous person, so you think that you will be like too nervous about it, so you can do some things or some stuff or working, but it's better like to get yourself some rest before the practice, because it's like very energy things, so you will use a lot of energy there, not only on not only during the process but also after, in order to release all the things that you see and you was working on into your life. So you prepare yourself, you rest. The time when you're doing hypnose, I recommend you to turn off your mobile phone. And so because sometimes it might happen that someone will call you, send you messages, and it might disturb you. So in this case, I recommend you to turn off your mobile phone. So when you did it and you are doing the process, I recommend you to trust, to follow any instructions of the people who you go into the regress session with. So that's why it's important to choose the person you trust. And after the regress session, you might feel like really tired or sleepy at some point. So that's why I recommend you to go into regress session in the evening or in the afternoon, so when you may or can give yourself some rest, because you might feel sleepy, you want to get some rest, and so. And usually as for me, I usually take like the day I go into regress session, and of course usually the next day after my regression, I prefer to get some rest. I spend much more time in nature, with myself, with my family. I'm trying to communicate less with people, because I'm like spending time on my processes, trying to realize what I see, how I can put it in my life, what should I do, and so. So you have a lot of thoughts, or might have, I don't know, because all people are different and all occasions are different. So that's how it's working for me, and recommendations I can give to you. And usually after regressions, I usually work with tobacco. I mentioned it in several of my videos. It's a secret plant. So I usually inhale it like 2 or 3 times, depends on my state, and then I go to bed and go to sleep. That's why I usually prefer to do it in the evening. So yeah, I think that tobacco is great supporter here, because it helps you to clean all your physical body, your energy levels, and also thanks to his ability, it gives you energy if you have low, and it may give you ability to like calm down and while you're sleeping. Some people use it for dreaming, so it means, so when you inhale tobacco and you ask your wishes, and then you go to sleep and you see dreams about your life, and you get the answer. So it's really great instrument, I really like it. So that's why I prefer to use the tobacco after my regress sessions. So speaking about the past lives, I don't know. I heard a lot of different opinions about this. Some people believe it's true, some people believe it's not. As for me, I believe it's completely true, and I think that we live more than one lives, and I saw that I had like more than 40, or I guess around 100 or more past lives, because when I'm on my different levels, I see different amount of life that I lived. I mean it because I think it's because then when I'm asking, I have different level of energy and different level of conscious. So I change and I am ready to see more. That's why I think. And so yeah, I believe that our past lives influence our life in some points. So that's what I believe in. That's all that I think I can share with you today. So let me know what you think about the past lives. Do you think it's true, or have you ever tried the regression sessions? If yes, how was it? So tell me. Thanks you all for watching this video. I was happy to share with you my knowledges. To see you, I wish you all the best. See you guys.